Yeah, I guess obviously you had a quick thing talking about Coach Miller. Just what did it mean, obviously, to have him back on campus and have that moment before the game?
Well, I've always thought the most important part of my job when I was coaching was to create relationships and to be able to have a relationship that I have with David and the other players that played with him during that time. It was 30 years ago. And it just warms your heart that he's so accepted when he came back, and I like what we did for him when he brought out the lineup today. And he's going to do a really good job with his team before it's all over. He's thrown into a fire at Manhattan, and they've got a lot of disadvantages compared to most schools, but he'll turn those into positives like he did at LaSalle. And just good to see him. I really think he'll do a good job before it's all over.
And obviously, team as a whole, what did you see out of them today? Obviously, coming out hot as an offense.
I thought for the first 14 games right now, we really hadn't had a lead early in the game, and so it was good for us to get a lead and sustain that lead before it was all over. And I think the third inning, we scored 5 runs, which was big for us, and we scored 3 later in the game. And we had some other opportunities. We probably could have scored some other runs, but I think overall we did a pretty good job of being on base, sticking to the approach that Eric and Nick Schnabel and Griff and the team put together and Jimmy put together before the game. I think the kids did a pretty good job of sticking to that plan, and I like the way we've been playing. I see it from a different perspective now that I'm on the bench, but I like the way the team's playing right now, and Coach Backus has his team playing really well. He's got a great culture, and they're just believing in everything that they do right now, playing with a lot of confidence. So hopefully we'll keep that up.
And on that same vein, I asked Blake, since that Kennesaw State game, what have you seen, like maybe from Coach Backus or just as a whole, like the fire that the team's played with since?
Well, he's a very aggressive guy to begin with, and has a lot of competitive juices in him, and it transfers into the players, and he's very well organized, and he's just got a great culture, a great way of talking to the team when we lose, which hasn't been much, or when we don't play well, and when we play very well, and when we win. So he knows what to say at the right time, and has a really good feel for that, good sense of humor, but at the same time very competitive, and holds these kids to a high standard, and holds them accountable, and I think that's why you're seeing such good results right now. And so this has been a good, I wouldn't say preseason, but going into Duke this weekend, it'll be a good test for the Tigers because Duke played pretty well against Wake Forest last weekend. So it'll be a good test going into the first ACC weekend. We've got some momentum and some confidence going into it.
Then obviously, speak about the value, obviously the Penn Day today and all the guys come out and put together a strong day as a unit.
Yeah, I think we're doing a really good job out of the pen especially. And we got a good start for a couple innings from Rocco Reed, and then we're able to piece it together from there. And we've got a lot of arms and a lot of kids to choose from, which is gives us something to rely on. And Jimmy does a really good job with the pitchers, and they know what they're supposed to be doing, and they're held accountable to a certain standard too. And when they don't pitch to that standard, they know about it, and when they do, then it's because of their hard work and because they work on the right things in the bullpens. And I really think before it's all over, the pitching staff will start to piece its way together before it's all over. And I think the way we've been hitting the ball and the way we've been playing defense, get a chance to have a really good team.